today we are doing a plant tour video. The last couple videos that I have posted, you guys have left comments and asked for a video about my houseplants. So that is what we're doing today, a houseplant tour. I'm really excited to do this because I feel like if people want to know about my plants, and that must mean that I'm doing something right, or maybe that I just have too many, I'm not sure. But here's the truth. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm keeping most of them alive, so I think I'm doing something okay. I do have a really good friend. Her name is Patty. You can find her here on YouTube. I'm gonna link her channel below. She has lots of tips on plants, and she just knows what she's doing. So sometimes if I get lost or I just don't know what I'm doing with something or something's dying, I just shoot her a message and ask her what's going on, and she always helps me out. She lives here locally and she's a good friend of mine, and she's a great resource, and her channel is awesome, so you should definitely check that out. But yeah, so I know what some of these plants are, and I'll tell you if I know the name of the plants. But that's what I love about this community, is that if I don't know the name of a plant, you guys are gonna tell me. You guys are gonna leave a comment and say, hey, that plant is such and such. So I appreciate that, and I'm just gonna be real like I always am. I'm gonna keep it real here today. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do that. My name is Megan, and I do DIY, home, all kinds of videos. I have a almost 5-month-old baby, so lots of mom stuff. I like to vlog, and if you want to stick around for that, I hope that you will subscribe and do that. Make sure you're on for notifications so that each time I upload a video, you are notified. Anyway, without further ado, let me show you all these plants I have in my house. So I'm gonna start here in my favorite little corner of the house where I have some hanging plants next to this northeastern morning light. I get lots of light in this room. It's actually probably one of the only rooms I get a ton of light in this house, just the way that it's set up. So I do have most of my plants in here, not right now because it is summer, and so a lot of my houseplants are living outside, but in the winter, fall, winter, early spring, they're always in this room, most of my houseplants. I'm gonna show you the saddest thing I have first. This is I think it's called like banana leaves or banana leaf plant. It was actually a part of another banana leaf plant, and I tried to separate it. So it's not doing very good. The other half is doing great. This half is like, I'm trying to revive it, slowly but surely. Then I have I always get these confused, but I'm pretty sure this is a philodendron. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is a philodendron. I'm not 100% sure. I get them confused between pothos and philodendrons. But it's one of my favorite plants in the house. It's actually my friendship plant, because my friend Ashley, when she moved, you know, to another state, and she just could not bring all of her houseplants, and so she gave me this plant, and I have to keep it alive forever. Like, it's our friendship plant. If it dies, then our friendship dies, you know? You know how that works. And then I don't know what this is. I need your help, guys. You're gonna have to leave me a comment, tell me what some of these plants are. This one is, I have actually propagated a few of them just from trimmings, but it has like a velvety, sort of purpley underside, and it just thrives here. I forget to water it, and so sometimes it'll, you know, I'll get little brown leaves here from, you know, lack of water, but I have to trim it a lot just because it loves that spot right there. And then over here I have I think this is called a Chinese money plant that I still have not repotted. It is in its original little pot from Trader Joe's from like a year ago. It's really sad. I'm gonna get right on top of that. Here on the coffee table I have a couple air plants. These are doing better than they were. Let's see. This one is like determined to die on me, but the other ones are doing great. I have a beautiful monstera that's living in front of my fireplace right now. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, it was like kind of had some leaves turning yellow and dying off, and then I moved it closer to the sun, and it's doing a little better, so hopefully it continues to do so. Okay, I know this is a pothos, like for sure. That's a pothos. And it's doing great. I'm getting like new little, this is actually from trimmings as well. So it's doing pretty good. Some sort of succulent. I thought it was like a donkey's tail or burro's tail, but I don't think it is. It was starting to elongate, so I trimmed it. And I'll probably do that again because it still wants to kind of elongate. I've been noticing it's doing that. So I probably should repot this and trim it. I'm not gonna say this right, but I'm pretty sure this is a Gold Dust Dracana. I don't know how to say it. But I think it likes to be a little wetter than I keep it. Forget to water it and missed it. But it's doing okay. It's not bad. It's not dying yet. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know. It's kind of succulent-y, but it's really happy here. And sometimes when I water it, it gets like too wet and this wants to fall down. I'm not sure if I should trim it or what. I don't know. I have these books here, Success with Houseplants, but I haven't had 100% success. Maybe I should read those books. And so this cool plant up here, I just love it. It just kind of wants to cascade down. It's doing great. I think it's called a beetle peperomia. Has like these watermelon looking leaves. That thing is amazing. It's super low maintenance. I barely water it and it's hanging on. Down below the bookshelves I have a ZZ plant. These are really popular. I see these on Instagram all the time and super easy to care for. They aren't really very fickle. I think this is called a, hold on, I have to look this up. I think it's like a croton. Yeah, a croton. This is called a croton. It's doing really well here. It's very happy. Then over here on the other side, this gets less light over here, so I have some lower light plants. I have another, my God, I don't know what this is. I think it's a pothos. I get them so confused. But I got this is from Trimmings and it's doing really well. I just love them. Like you could just never have enough philodendrons and pothos just cascading throughout your house. This is another one of those plants I had in the corner that I don't know what it is. You guys need to tell me with the velvety leaves. I did this from Trimmings. It's actually really ugly, but I'm just trying to make it work, you know? And then up top, I'm pretty sure that's a pothos. I don't know, guys. This is sad. And then this plant, he gets like a little burnt sometimes from the sun. I don't think he likes a lot of sun. I'm not 100% sure how to take care of him. My husband had 2 of them when I moved in. They just live in like some stones and water. I don't know. You guys, leave me some comments, leave me some tips. Tell me if you recognize what this is and what I should do about the dryness. If that's lack of water or if that is lack of sun or too much sun, let me know. I told you guys I was gonna be brutally honest here, but you know, I feel like I know nothing about the plants that are in my house right now that I'm doing this plant tour. Okay, here's another one of those like palmy sort of plants. I told you my husband had 2 of them. Here's the other one. He's much happier. Maybe he's getting more light. He's taller. I don't know. So in my son's nursery, I have a fiddle leaf fig living in here, which is really happy. Loves it in here. In fact, I'm getting a new little leaf down here, which is really cool. And then I have a big air plant living up here in this window, and my mother-in-law gave me that. How cute is that? And oops, he just lives in there. He's really happy. And then I also have some air plants living in these little hanging globes in the nursery. And then above this is all so messy. Sorry guys. It gets crazy in here. Above the changing table, I have this crazy cactus. He got like a new arm like a month ago. He started to grow a new arm and he's doing pretty well in here. He used to be like when I got him like maybe like that tall, so pretty happy with him. Cacti are just so hard to grow. I don't know what I'm doing with them, and I think it's the area that I live in. Like I just think they're desert plants, obviously, so it's really hard to keep them alive here. But I do have one that I moved outside recently and it's doing a lot better. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. And then here at the top of my staircase, this is really cool. He lives on this ledge, and that is a philodendron, okay guys? I know that's a philodendron. And it's really nice because he just kind of cascades down, and I just love it. I do trim him every now and then to keep him healthy, but I just want him to keep growing and growing and growing like further down. Okay, I'm in the master bathroom, and if you missed my master bathroom makeover video, you need to watch it because this room looks totally different than it did. But when I was making it over, I added some plants over the tub area because I just did not know what to do here. And so I have a pothos. You guys, I'm learning. That's a pothos. And then this is the other half of the banana plant that's doing, I think it's called a banana leaf plant. I don't know. He's doing much better. And then I have a fern here. I can't remember what kind of fern this is, but I'm kind of barely keeping it alive. It hasn't grown, but it hasn't died. It's that kind of situation. And then here is a philodendron, right? Yes, that's a philodendron. And so I just love this little area. It's probably my second favorite plant area in the house. And then I have another one of these. This was down in the bookcase downstairs, if you recognize that. He's happy here. He's growing. He's probably grown like 3 inches since I put him there, which is crazy. It's only been like a month. He's just thriving. And then down here, I don't know about this guy. I think he's like a heart-shaped fern, do you see? He needs to be like really wet, and I don't think I keep him wet enough, so I'm not sure how much longer he's gonna last in here. And then in here, in the little side bath area, this is like where we have just a single commode. There is another monstera, and he is doing so good. Like, I just got 3 new leaves in the last week. I don't know what I'm doing right about this one, but this one is really happy. And then above the commode, I have a jade plant, and very easy to grow. I probably need to move him into a bigger pot soon because that's not working, but I just love this. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it when I'm done, but I got this from Anthropology, and it's just gorgeous. Like perfect size for a windowsill too. I just need a million of those so I can keep plants in every window. Okay, so like I said earlier, I have a lot of houseplants that live out on my balcony space in the summertime just because the weather is so good and they seem to thrive out there. So I'm gonna show you that real quick. But also, this is another one of those velvety plants with the like purple underside. Not sure what it is, but he lives here right by the back door before the balcony and in a really nice, beautiful plant hanger. And so in this corner, I'm not sure what this is, some sort of tropical plant who's really happy. This is a bird of paradise here. He hasn't flowered, but he's gotten lots of new leaves. Like this is a new leaf right here. And then next to him, I have an umbrella plant who was doing horribly in the house, but he's really happy out here. And in my planter, I'm like, this is not really doing so great, but I do have some like chicks and hens in here. I need to clean this out and make it pretty. I just have not had time to do that. But those are my beautiful hydrangeas out front. I'm not sure what this is, but he lives out here all year round. So he's not technically a houseplant, and I like him because I take trimmings off of him sometimes if I just need to add like a little stalk of something to a floral arrangement that I might have bought at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or whatever. So he's just really nice to have around. And then I have another fiddle leaf fig tree who lives out here in the summertime. He's not doing, he's okay. I think he's a little unhappy. Something's been munching at him. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do about him. I think I want to trim him. I think I want to trim the top because he's getting all these new leaves up top. He's getting really bushy up there, but he's got like nothing down below. This aloe plant here was dying in the house, and then I put him outside and he got all these new stalks. Look at this. Tons of them. There's still more coming in. Super happy out here. This is the cactus I was telling you guys about that I brought out here recently, and I think he is doing better. He was not happy inside. I think he is now kind of starting to plump up a little bit, get a little wider. Not much taller, but maybe a little wider. This is some sort of succulent, which I have killed and brought back to life so many times. It is like a cat with 9 lives. Very easy to maintain and bring back to life. Then I just have some random flowers out here, some annuals, some basil here, which is always nice to have to cook with. Ooh, I almost forgot. I have these 2 little cutie air plants, which could be healthier, living in this little thing that I got from Target. How cute is that? I just want to mention really quickly that any of the plant hangers you see in my house, I did make myself. I do have a couple of plant hanger tutorial videos on my channel. If you're looking for those, they're in the macrame section. They're pretty easy to make, so you guys should definitely, if you want to make your own plant hangers, you should check those out. The other thing I want to mention is that most of the pots and planters that I have in my home, I found at either Home Goods or TJ Maxx. They have such good prices on pots and planters. They usually do not have a hole in them. I bought a ceramic drill bit. I drill a hole in the bottom of them, and I usually move them to water them. Sometimes I have like a little saucer that goes under them. But all in all, I do not like paying a ton of money for planters because I have so many plants. It adds up. You can find them at Home Goods, TJ Maxx for like 20 bucks, 15 bucks, which is such a great deal. If you just have a little drill bit to just drill a hole in them, you save a lot of money. So just wanted to mention that. Because your plants do need drainage. You cannot, I have tried doing the whole like rocks in the bottom thing for drainage. It does not work. Over time, the plant ends up getting root rot. As much as I don't know about plants, I have learned a lot from trial and error. They need good drainage. So all of my pots have plants in them. And so all of my pots have holes in the bottom of them for drainage. So anyway, guys, that is it. Those are all my plants. I have no idea what I'm doing. So if you guys have any advice, leave me a comment. Let me know. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.